it's Tash from Foxes and Brown Bears Tarot, and today is day 12 of Ethony's 31 Days of Tarot, and the prompt is Oracle decks that you want to work with more in 2021. So let's begin. Okay, so the first deck that I really want to work with more is the Yggdrasil Norse Divination cards. This is by Hauke Heldorsson and Gunilda Hauksdottir. And it's 81 cards, and it is a beautiful black and white deck. And I love this because it is Norse mythology, which is a super interesting, great backs, and you have the imagery is just really beautiful, beautiful line drawings. And I really want to work with this more because I think it requires a bit more study for me to work out how the system works, and because the keywords aren't particularly expansive and are actually quite vague at times, I feel like I want to give this a little bit more time and work with it in a different way, and I still need to work out what way that is going to be. And I'm also really hoping that this will pair well with the runic tarot that's coming out next year as well. So I envision working with this a fair bit more. But yeah, they're not very expansive, so informed decision, for example. And so yeah, we'll see. I need to think about how I'm going to use that particular deck. Another deck that I really want to use, which is kind of related, is my Power of the Runes by Phoenix. And this is because I actually kind of want to work with runes a bit. I want to learn runes. I have bought a rune book, and I'm gradually working through that, but I just got really busy and it didn't quite work out. They're the backs. And I feel like maybe 2021 is my rune year. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. It can't hurt to have the ambition, and then we'll see what happens. But I do like these, and it would be nice to work with it a little bit more. Once again, this could actually work quite well, the runic tarot potentially. So maybe I can find a way of using all three decks really well together next year when that one comes out. And so yes, so that's the Power of the Runes by Phoenix. Another one I really want to work with is my Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. I actually really love this deck. I love the cards, and they're just so beautiful. And I have, these are the backs, and all the backs are different though. So there are various different backs. And I have used these a lot as oracles, where I just pull down, it's like trust or peace or inspiration. And so I've used it that way. But what I really want to work with this year is more the ritual behind it, because they are little spells, and being able to actually use the book a little bit more, and maybe instead of just pulling them as daily cards, actually pulling out, actually selectively picking a card and going through them and going, well, this is what I want to work with this week or today or this month, and actually work through the ritual. So I feel like I'm not using them to their full potential. So that's something I really want to work with this year. Another one I want to work with a little bit more, because I adore this deck so much, is the Shamans Oracle. And I've had this forever. This is one of my oldest decks. It is gorgeous, and it's just little cave paintings. So it's got gorgeous backs, and then the the cards are just depicting different cave paintings, and you don't have keywords on here, but the book is really good, and it sort of has its own system. And so I feel like I haven't given, once again, the system enough credit, and pretty much I've only just been pulling a card and maybe just reading up what it says and not really delving into how the system works. And so I feel like I'm not using them to their full potential, and so I feel like I want to give that a little bit more time next year, because I adore this deck. It's the most beautiful artwork, and I really, really feel like I want to use it more. All right, and then the final deck I want to use is not quite an oracle, but it's a non-tarot, and that is, I want to study Lenormand, and this is my only Lenormand deck, and I bought this one because it doesn't have scary snakes in it, because I don't like snakes, and it's just a gorgeous teensy little deck, tiny little deck, and it is so cute, so cute, and I haven't really used it sufficiently yet because I don't really know how to read Lenormand, and so I feel like I need to take a bit of time, maybe get a good book. If you have any good book recommendations for Lenormand, please let me know, because I'm super keen to definitely get a book on that this year, and definitely learn this really well. And I think I'll love working with this deck once I know how Lenormand works thoroughly. All right, that is it. They're the Oracle decks I want to work with this year. And thank you for watching. Take care.